Every year, at least 2 million people become infected with an antibiotic-resistant bacterial infection, and at least 23,000, or 2 out of 10 people, die as a result. When you become infected with bacteria, your body has a natural defense system to fight them off. But sometimes, this defense system is overpowered by the bacteria, and you become sick. It is at this point your doctor might prescribe an antibiotic. Antibiotics work by flooding your system with a medicine that kills off this harmful bacteria. But not all bacteria are the same. Due to variations, some may have developed a mutation that allows them to be resistant to the medicine. The 4 components of natural selection causes these superbugs to be resistant to all medicine. Natural selection can be seen in animals too. Take the tawny owl, for example. Tawny owls are small, pigeon-sized owls that live in the colder regions of Eurasia. As with any other animal, there is an overproduction of offspring, and this causes some of the babies to experience mutation, which results in variation. Tawny owls experience variation in traits coming in 2 colors, brown and gray. In the past decades, there have been a greater amount of pale owls, for the light-colored fur coats blend into the snowy environment better. However, in the recent decades, global warming and climate change have greatly affected the owl's population. The world is getting hotter, winters have become warmer, and the snow in the owl's environment decreased. Their world went from snow white to mud brown. These pale gray owls are no longer camouflaged and are slowly dying out, while the brown owls are seeing an increase in numbers. Studies done across Finland over the last 30 years show that the brown owl population has increased rapidly over the past 28 years. In Finland, brown owls make up 50% of the population versus the 30% it was in 1978. Since there are more brown owls left, these are the ones that will reproduce and their offspring will inherit the brown gene. This is a component of natural selection that has the greatest impact on the overall population. So if the animals don't reproduce, the species will die out. This environmental change led to an increased fitness of some traits. It's the animals that are best suited for their environment that live to reproduce and pass on their traits. This is the same process that bacteria goes through when they become resistant to antibiotics. Bacteria reproduce at a rapid rate, which can lead to a mutation that causes a resistance to antibiotics. The antibiotics you take causes the bacteria's environment to change, resulting in the deaths of non-resistant bacteria. But the resistant bacteria are able to stay in your system and reproduce, resulting in even more bacteria. Then another mutation might occur, causing bacteria to be resistant to an even stronger. Antibiotic resistance carries many threats, both long and short term. In short term, we have to keep developing stronger and stronger drugs to fight off the powerful resistant bacteria. If this process continues long enough, we may come to a point where there are no drugs that work, and a bacterial infection can be deadly. There are many ways that you can help solve this issue. 2 examples are to get vaccinated and to take your medications as they're prescribed, because if you don't, there can still be remaining bacteria that reproduces and evolves to make a more resistant strain.